Hi, Beck Mack here for Pops Art, and we are at the Museum and Art Gallery in Northern Territory, and I'm with the director here, Marcus Schetenko, to tell us who the winner of the Telstra National Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Award is tonight. Marcus, how are you?
I'm excellent, thanks, Beck.
But before we go anywhere else, let's talk about the suit. This is fantastic. Who designed this?
Well, Inyaluk Arts are an amazing printmaking art centre in West Arnhem Land.
Yeah.
So if you go into Kakadu National Park, cross Cahill's Crossing with all the crocodiles at low tide, you then have one of the most fabulous and inspiring art centres in Australia.
Yeah.
They're doing great work. They've just opened a shop here in Darwin, Provenance Arts, where they're actually collaborating with a whole bunch of art centres from the NT to bring Aboriginal art to all of Australia. So I went out there September last year with a group of the museum staff, getting familiar with the different art centres and communities, and we pretty much all of us came home with fabric. And
And did you get this made from the fabric?
I went to on holiday in Bali, had found a couple of tailors, took some fabric to a couple of them, shared the love around, and this is the beautiful outcome. So, yeah.
Now, this is the biggest award of its kind in Australia, so it's an enormous. So, can you now let us know who the winner was for this year, 2018?
Yes, the winner of the 35th Telstra National Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Art Award is Gunybi Ganambarr. Gunybi is an artist who works from the Bukulangay Art Centre out in Yirrkala in East Arnhem Land. He's done an amazing piece, which we can see just straight through here.
The silver one.
So what he's found some large aluminium sheets. He often finds his work out in the bush on the side of the road. He found this old discarded aluminium. He's had it powder coated in black, and then he's etched it.
Love it. It's fantastic.
It is fantastic, and what you'll need to do is track down Gunybi, because he'll tell you the story of his grandparents, and it's in fact a story of the river that his clan comes from, and the grandparents who are living along that river, and this is a coming together of his ancestors.
Yeah, right. Because you can see it's an merging, isn't there? There's such a merging and a weaving through it. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. I know that the judges have made this comment, as have a number of other people, that the moment you walk around the corner in the gallery and see that work, it just pops right out. And the beautiful thing about it also, if you move across the room, the pieces of the work that shine, that pop out at any point in time, what's dark one moment suddenly becomes the light, and what's light becomes the dark. I find that a really beautiful effect in the artwork.
It's so great. I'm so glad. And this is the hottest weekend of the year in Darwin. It feels like. I'm not normally here, but there's everything going on. Darwin's such an incredible, cultural hot pot. You're an out-of-towner who's been here for a while. What's your take on Darwin? It seems like there's so much happening here.
Yeah, this is the first weekend after Cup Day, after Picnic Day in the Northern Territory, is the biggest weekend for Aboriginal art anywhere in the world. So we have the National Aboriginal Art Award here. There's the National Indigenous Music Awards, which are tomorrow night. The Darwin Aboriginal Art Fair, which is the biggest fair for Aboriginal art anywhere, is over these 3 days. We have a whole range of other big activities. Garma, it was the weekend before, which is out in Yirrkala, which is where the winning artist is from. Historically, it was set up in such a way that people would come up to Darwin. Back in the days when people didn't fly, back in the days when people used to, if you're going to hop in a plane somewhere, you don't go for a weekend, you go for 2 weeks. They'd come up to the Northern Territory and have their 2 weeks. They go out to Garma, see that great event, then come into Darwin and get our Aboriginal Art Award, get the National Indigenous Music Awards. These days, people do fly up and back for a weekend. We'll find people who fly up last weekend for Garma and come back this weekend for our Art Award. It's a change in ecology, which is interesting. But this is a headline act really for the Darwin Festival.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, congratulations. So good to see you. Looking fantastic and doing a fantastic job. Well done.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you. Thank you.